presumably a weakening yen, Jesper, would further boost the Tankan into 2018. Would that be your analysis?
I think you're absolutely right. I mean, the relationship between corporate profits and the Japanese currency remains a very strong one. Basically, for every 10 yen of yen depreciation, corporate profits get a boost by about 8 percentage points. So absolutely, a weak yen is good for listed companies in Japan.
So we're seeing corporate profits get a boost, but it's not really leading to pay increases, is it? How long is the Japanese employee and worker going to have to wait to see their pay packets fatten?
It's very, very interesting because the pay increases are actually coming through. It's just that they are not V-shaped. 2 years ago, pay increases of 0.5%. Last year, pay increases of 1%. This year, pay increases of 1.5%. So it is happening, but it's not a V-shaped recoveries in pay.
Okay, so would you expect to see any, this is the first Tankan, I believe, since Shinzo Abe's re-election. Are you expecting to see any sort of bounce as a result of that?
Yeah. You make an important point here. Political stability, is key for business investment expenditure. The more stable the policy regime, the more credible Prime Minister Abe's longevity is, the more companies are going to feel the confidence to upgrade their domestic capital stock. So watch for the business expenditure number, for the capex number to continue to grow.
And Jesper, we're going to get these numbers out in just a few moments. But as we're digesting these numbers, what do you think is going to be the big surprise, big economic surprise in Japan come next year?
I think the big surprise is going to be that the economy can actually grow 2.5% to 3%. And we'll see whether the Tankan confirms that confidence is rising, capital expenditure is rising. So Japan growing at almost 3%, that would be a great surprise for 2018.
Well, yes, but those Tankan numbers are just crossing the terminal now, so let me read them out for you. The large manufacturing index coming in better than expected at 25. The survey for the fourth quarter had been an expectation of 24. Still a big improvement, though, on the third quarter of 22, and that was the best result in about a decade. The large manufacturing outlook a little weaker, 19, where 22 had been expected. That non-manufacturing index that you were looking out for, yes, but coming in a little bit weaker at 23. The expectation had been for 24. And if we take a look at large all-industry capex, also very slightly weaker, 7.4%. There had been an expectation of 7.5%, and it is a weakening as well from the third quarter where we had 7.7%. So if I may, I know you haven't had much time to digest that, but could we get your thoughts on those numbers?
Look, I think, the Tankan is very much in line with expectations. There's a little bit of greater strength for the exporters, a little bit of weaker confidence growth from the non-manufacturing sector. But overall, this is a Japanese economy that is recovering very nicely. It's not too hot. It's not too fast. It's not too slow. That's an excellent environment for corporate profits to continue to surprise on the upside.